Good evening. Now, my name's Adam Cheltham. I am the mental health warrior, and tonight I am going to be joined by another children's campaigner by the name of John Lawrence. Now, me and John have spoken briefly about what he does, and he's asked me about what I do. Just sharing a little bit of an insight into each other's lives on what we do to try and bring change to the children's rights movement. Now, obviously, this feed does need sharing in awareness, because here in the UK, it is National Anti-Corruption Day, and with me being at this fight for my daughter, and believe it or not, this time, 5 years ago, that's right, just 5 years ago, on this day, I stepped foot in the family courts for the very first time. And I was nervous as hell. I was nervous as hell. Now, we are going to bring some people into this feed. I'm just waiting for the numbers to actually pop up. So I'm just going to invite some people. I hope you all can share this in awareness. As this feed will become on YouTube. It will end up on YouTube. Hello Laura, welcome. Hope you are okay tonight. Please share this, as it's for our kids. It's our kids. Now, I'm not going to say too much about my case, because obviously it is ongoing, but what I can mention is what's already out in the public domain. I'm just going to keep inviting some people to this broadcast. Please do the same yourself on your end. I'll just try and bring John here as well. There you go. Yep. John, I'm actually unable to bring you on the feed because you've not got a camera next to your name. So I don't know how we're gonna go past that, but hello Kieran, thanks for sharing this. This does need sharing out there. I was falling asleep just prior to this feed, so I've got myself a nice cuppa to wake myself up. So please do share this. And I don't know what kind of device you're actually using, John. I don't know. But everyone, this feed does need sharing. Because when I do end up bringing John on, you do have a cam. Yeah, go out and try and come back in. I'll see if I can invite you. No, I can't. Obviously I was having technical issues just yesterday with Sharon Chamello, my Australian friend. Now, obviously, what it should be on the bottom, where you've got all the emojis and the comments, right just before the emojis, you should have the green camera. And that should send me the request that you want to come on. Kieran, I don't know what's up, but obviously this is just for John. This is about the children, this feed, because obviously I fell through the cracks due to discrimination and stuff like that. So obviously, and I know my own son fell through the cracks also when he was bullied and discriminated at his last school. So obviously this is why I do what I do. And my own daughter was put up for adoption due to my son having a speech and language disorder and autism. So that's why I continue to fight for change. Hello, Melissa. Nice to meet you. Please get this video shared across all the forced adoption groups, all social services groups, disability groups. This is to bring change. And this is for awareness. Now, obviously, as you were aware that that Holly Dyche, is it? Well, Holly, she actually sent me a picture, which I did inform you live yesterday, that where she is, her neighbours have actually lit up their front porches purple in awareness of all the kids that have been stolen by social services. Now, obviously, as you can see, I am in purple myself in awareness. I'm going through system 2. I found the video of what? I see. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now, obviously, I'm not a professional. I don't have any qualifications in helping people with their cases, but all I can do is speak from experience. Because I know what forms to fill out. Yes, it will help, Holly. It will. Now, obviously, we need... If you can invite all of your list to this feed, that'll be brilliant. John, I'm unable to bring you live, which is a real shame because I've been really looking forward to this all bloody day. Yeah, something simple yet impactful. Absolutely. Absolutely. Anything to bring change to the system to show that we are fighting. We are all warriors. And we are fighting for blood. Because warriors, they don't care if they spill a little bit of blood. Yeah, I don't know how to bring John live because, like, I can bring Holly live. Sorry, this... I don't know what John's put, but okay. So what I'm gonna do while I'm talking, I'm just gonna invite some more people to this feed. Just to bring more awareness. Just to get people talking. Yeah, just to get more people talking about social services. But it's not just about social either. It's the education system. It's the whole system. It is. It's the damn whole system. See, I know in some parts of America, and I've actually seen videos myself, that there are some kids, majority of the kids, that have got autism. Now they have meltdowns because they're not understood as much. And these kids in America, they're actually being arrested as young as like 8, 9 years old, which I find is disgusting, to be honest. There you go. No, I know you. Do I have a page? Yes, I do have a page. I've got a YouTube channel, which is my name. If you put in YouTube Adam Cheltham, you will find me. You will find me. Okay, I'll absolutely fine. I saw that comment. Hello.
Hello. You're right.
Yeah, you.
I know John's having trouble to get on. John, if you go to where you write a comment, just on the right-hand side,
He's here.
the green icon.
I've got him.
Well done.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
It
I'll prove him. Right, I can't bring him on because you're on at the minute.
Oh, right. Do you want me to get off a minute then?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, I'll get off. How do I get off? Right, I'll get off, yeah. Catch you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Right, there you go. Yeah, back to also, I do have a website as well, which I really should have put in this description. It's www.mentalhealth.uk also. And on that note, welcome, John.
Yes, thank you, Adam. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So obviously you've been watching my videos, and they are a bit, I can get a bit very verbal in them, but well.
We got there in the end, didn't it? Because at the end of the day, we didn't quit.
So you've been to court how many times?
I've lost count.
And you've represented yourself every time you've been at court?
Not every time, I haven't, no. Between 2015 and 2017, I was represented, but then for the last 3 years, I've been representing myself.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's difficult. And I mean, like you said, your title on video, and I mean, personally, I don't think I've had any mental health issues myself, but in the past, my sister has, some of my friends have. They've got families, they've got businesses. I've met veterans, police, ambulance people, all sorts of different kind of people who've like suffered. But the way you said in the post about how the authorities turn it on to you, you know, that's the important thing, because they don't see the little snidey things that the social services will do. They don't see the full aspect of the case. They don't see how, I don't see how social services have talked to a particular mother, how they've gone round to her house. I've only heard stories, and we know this sort of thing goes on because it's well documented that it goes on, and the kind of tactics they use, you know, the kind of tactics they use to put you down, and that even the tactics that the police do and like the authorities do put stress on you and then obviously that stress can lead to more
Mental
stress,
health.
more mental health issues,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And they're very clever. They're very clever, aren't they? You know.
Oh yeah, they definitely know how to do it. Evening, Sean. Hope you well. This feed needs sharing. It does. We need more people to tune into this. But yeah, absolutely. Now, obviously, I can openly admit live that social services have pushed me to the point where I wanted to kill myself. They have, but I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah, there's a few people who I've met who've like been on the same like kind of thing, and it's just ridiculous. But I mean, knowing your rights and things like that is a good help to you. And just like talking to people and getting support is good. And you never know, the person that you might not think you could talk to might be the person you need to talk to. You know what I mean? You don't know who that is. It could be someone. So it's good to talk. It's good to get it out, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, as for the authorities, they're good at what they do. We have to be careful. And I mean, situations like James Goddard, my friend James Goddard, they've attacked his family, they've attacked his children, and he's said all this on video. They got in contact with his ex-girlfriend and got to sign something where he couldn't have contact with his child because they said he was going to radicalize a baby, and it's just a baby, this. You know what I mean? But babies are innocent. You know, he's not going to radicalize anything. But that's how they did. They went through like that kind of situation, and they'll do it to anyone with a bit of a weakness. And just lately, a friend of my sister's has lost her child, and she was in an abusive relationship. She's only young, and before she could get any help, the social services have sort of like said, sign this and everything will be all right. Boom.
Yeah.
And a kid's gone. A kid's in adoption now, and it's very unlikely that she'll see her again.
Yeah, that'll be the section 20 possibly.
She'd not talked to anyone. She didn't know any kind of. She didn't know where to get help, and it was just like a week before that she's got a kid. She's telling me, you know, and I'm like, oh, you know, like there's nothing I can do. You just got to try and do your letter and see what you can do, and you got to like clean your act up. But I mean, in this particular case, the kid did need to be took off her because she was in a violent relationship, and there was no question of that. There was plenty of evidence. Police have been phoned up to incidents to do with this person, and as far as I'm concerned, it was the best thing. But how fast they did it and how swift it was, and she'd not had time to think or anything like that. She could have thought about it. She could have talked to other family members, and then they could have put forward a stronger case to get the kid back and stuff like that. But they never give her a chance. They never give her a chance.
See, I can actually speak from that, and obviously, Shani, I did see your comment. Hello, back to you, and back to Melissa's comment. How do you get to know all your rights when you're being discriminated? Now, the exact same case I'm going through. Not just me, but my son was discriminated because it got to the point where for 18 months to 2 years, I was branded a bad dad because of my mental health by the system. I was branded I'm just going to say it, a shit parent. But if I was a shit parent, why have I still got my 2 kids in my care? Exactly. Now, I'm clearly not that shit. And with them having, the kids having really good reports at school and with your rights, do your research. Ditch your solicitors if you're represented. Ditch them. Because they work for the government themselves. And I'm just going to see if there's any more. Yeah, buy books if it means it. It's not about what I'm in general. Yeah, the best person to speak to is somebody that's gone through the court system themselves. Now, family courts are history to me now. I'm in the High Court, and I've just won, and I can actually tell this because I've sent the link to John, and it's all in the public. Gemma Watts has seen it. Ocon. It's there. I won in the High Court, and I'm not going to be big-headed about it, but I'm the first in the UK to do it. So it's given a lot of people hope.
So I mean, Adam, obviously, I had an experience of like mental health and things like that. But about 15 years ago, I ended up meeting. About 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago, I ended up meeting two Iraqi veterans, and they'd both done a couple of tours in Iraq, come out of the army, and they were both like, they're both suffering from illness when they come out of the army. And Bravo, my mate, he said he was pumped full of drugs before he went to Iraq, you know, and stuff like that. And he's come out, doesn't get looked after. And it was like then that I seen how much, like, we don't care about, you know, we started to realise how much we don't care about people. Not just public people, but people who served our country and stuff like that. All different kinds of people, because it can happen to anybody. And so we've been heavily involved in supporting veterans and stuff like that. And we have a camp in Bath. I'll put the link up in the chat.
Yeah.
A PTSD camp for veterans. And they've got, obviously, they've got their own kind of professional help, people who are trained and stuff like that. And you would have heard me say on live streams, we don't do enough. We don't do enough for people with mental health in general, let alone the armed forces and the police and everyone else. We just don't do enough. And it's still a stigma. And like 50 years ago, mental health, you'd be just put in bottom block or whatever, you know, or locked up in a padded jacket.
Yeah.
And we think now that doesn't happen, but it happens all the time.
Yeah.
We just don't look after people. I think 19% men and something like 16 or 15% of women in jail have mental health issues. Some are serious, some are lesser. And with a bit of TLC, people who are lesser, they don't have to be in jail. They don't have to do whatever crime they've committed, you know, and stuff like that. But and it's social development. We're supposed to put more into care, more into our education and stuff like that. But we live in a social control like time where police enforce things and lock you up for littlest thing. But it's a big issue, and obviously there's lots of things, lots of crimes being committed where people saying they've got mental health issues for one reason or another, and people are missed going through the mental health system. In June the 5th, we're going to Bristol, Justice for Bunny. Michael Cregan, he's put an England flag on a mosque door. He's been sent to jail. The jail have completely missed all his mental health issues, and he's got mental health issues. He's doctored with it. You know, people have seen him about it and stuff like that, and they've missed his mental health, and he killed himself halfway through his 12-month sentence. You know, and it's just disgusting how we missed it all. But the prison was a private prison. There's loads of failures within that system, but it's like that in a lot of places and all different kinds of issues. Mums with mental health, you know what I mean? You've got 3 kids and a job and stuff like that. That's all stress on you. That's all stress on you, innit?
Yeah, absolutely. And also, with the speaking of protesting, I actually did send John a couple of articles because I did 2 protests in a week. which obviously I did end up in the media for that, but I've not done it in 3 years because I've been busy. But I'm the one that does the damage behind like the camera and behind the keyboard. No, I'm not a keyboard warrior. I just feel
Well, you've
comfortable
done
doing
two
this.
demos. You've gone and done 2 little demos on your own. You haven't asked anyone for support. You've just gone and done it. That is patriot and activist enough. That you don't need to show any credentials, and you got the papers as well, which is the main thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't always get a good light in the papers, but sometimes I do, and that's what we want to go for. We want to talk to local community people and people in your area to see what's going on, you know,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And if you get a little article in, and you know what I mean, that's good. That's good. That's getting it out there. And they didn't say anything wrong with you. They didn't say that you'd been smashing windows or blocking roads or anything like that. They put in what you were there for, and that's how we like it. That's good. That's really good, Adam. Well done, honestly. Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you. Yeah, fair enough. There was 3 of us, and I say there's at least about 200 social workers in that building, and they rang the police because they felt intimidated by 3 of us.
I'm putting a
Just
link
shows.
in the chat now.
Yeah, it just shows. But yeah, definitely justice for Bunny. But the thing is, and the reason I'm continuing to fight and push this so much, because my daughter, where she is, she's being abused physically. She's being abused physically. And I know she's helping me. I know she's helping me because she's done a drawing and I'm not allowed it. I'm not allowed to send Christmas cards, birthday cards. I'm not allowed. So I've got a stockpile of cards wait to give her. So I am an alienated parent. I am. And it's time we bloody well united for these kids. Put the bloody egos aside. Put the hatred away. And just stand for the sake of the bloody kids.
So if you don't mind, Joe can come on after me if that's all right. She can tell you a bit about the stuff they do at the camp for veterans suffering from PTSD. And you know what? I mean, for this past 4 years, I've done more than 200 demos, political events, activist stuff, banner drops, all that kind of crap. And when I go to that camp, it is really a relaxing time for me. I'm a changed person. You see a lot of a different person at Big John at that camp because I've not got no worries on me. I'm extra chilled out. There's a lot of work being done there, but yeah, Joe will tell you. Lovely person, but Joe will tell you. But yeah, it's hard work, Adam. It is hard work with mental health. I think we need to look at the system a lot better. The social services isn't certainly are not up to scratch.
No.
I'm not going to give any particular thing, but I think a lot of you. Yes, Frank Miles, justice for Bunny, no surrender. I can't give you examples, but I'm guessing a lot of you will realise how corrupt, badly organised, badly managed social services is. That definitely needs a big overhaul. And I have said it. I've said it a few times on my videos. And you know, I know there is some good people in social services, but with the kind of control they have over other people and whoever runs the town, which political party, they've got a lot of control over the people, and they're not free to do the right thing or to say the right thing, and it's just not fair. We're looking into right now. We've got lots of issues with corrupt councils, and if you can get a Lord Mayor of a council who's corrupt on intimidation charges, then I can just imagine what it might be like in the social services in that area. Or the the mental health department in that area. You know what I mean? Oh
Yeah.
no, we want that person locked up. We're not spending any money on him. We want him locked up instead. Then he's out of our way, and we don't have to worry about anything. But we don't want to spend any money to recuperate him or help him, you know, in life and stuff like that. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Ridiculous.
And this is why, when it comes to mental health, I've actually got my 8-year-old son learning about mental health at a young age, because when I was 8 years old, I didn't know autism existed. I didn't know mental health existed. And I've had mental health since I was 3 years old.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so like you said, I'm not an expert. There'll be a lot of people out there will say that we might be being poisoned, or it's the stuff we have in our food. We have too many ingredients in our food. We have too many man-made and non-natural things in our food and stuff like that. So, I mean, besides like changing the system, we'd have to look at how we are as well, and what we do, you know what I mean, and what we eat, and then everything, all the pesticides and all the chemicals they put into food to help it grow, because there's so many of us that when they have a cow now, when they can genetically modify things to make them bigger so it'll feed more people, but they're putting shit into it, you know what I mean. Then there's I'm not a believer in chemtrails, but people believe there's things being sprayed on us, and you know, I can't say there isn't, because there's just so much evidence of us being poisoned and stuff like this, you know, and things that are affecting our bodies and stuff like that. So, but yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of issues to look at to where we can solve it, but a little bit of TLC and a little bit of, if you're a good listener, listen to someone. And I've listened to loads of people. I'll sit down, and if someone wants to talk about something, I'll listen to them as long as I can. You know,
Yeah.
I always have time. I actually live with my mum, and it's in a big block with loads of old people. So they're always talking to me about stuff that's like pretty irrelevant. But you know, I listen to them, mate. I listen to them. That's the
Yeah.
point.
I'm same. Yeah. I've always said, if anyone needs to talk and want me to listen, or they want to rant, or they just want to ring me up and just cry, or anything like that, just ring me on Facebook. But if I miss your call, drop me a message and I'll get back to you when I can.
Yes,
I've always
Jacquie
said that.
Cook. Yes, Jacquie Cook.
I'm Margaret Doug Moore. I've just confirmed your friend request also. This feed does need sharing. Yes, I will be bringing Jo on very shortly. I know I've just had her on before you, John.
No worries. Honestly, Adam, next time we do a little demo though, I want to be there. I want to film it. And we'll get a good street talk going and stuff like that.
Yes.
You know, again, I don't know if people know, but we like, what do we do in our society now? What do we, if we carry forward? Do we keep social control, which is having police and enforcing things on us, and laws and prisons and all that, or should we should put more into developing our young, teaching our kids properly and stuff like that, teaching them to be responsible? I do really think that some kids these days have got, I'm not saying they're out of control, but they've got a lot of, before they're adults, before they're 18, they've got a lot of, you know, like there's a lot of commitment put on them at school and stuff like that. There's only a few years at school. If we extended the school in a couple of years, you wouldn't have to put the pressure on. And there's kids who are 15-year-old with mental health issues because of school and stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's loads of issues to do with it. But, I mean, there's a few things. I'd extend the school age.
See, I'm actually glad you mentioned that, because my son, where he is now, fair enough, yeah, he won't finish primary school where he is, but he can actually start this all boys autism school, which is not far from where his school is, and obviously no, that's not sexist. It's just for boys. I know there's no girls one somewhere, but the thing is, he can actually start there when he's 10 or maybe 9, and he will stay there until he's 19.
Yeah, good, honestly. And I mean, I probably would extend the school year a couple of years, mate, so that we
Yeah.
don't put so much pressure on them. Obviously, I have issues with like education at the moment. Some of the things they're teaching kids, 100 genders, and you know, like you can fly without wings and stuff like that. This, you know, the stuff they're teaching kids now. We need to be more,
More aware.
yeah, more aware, and let kids like sort of like develop, but guide them the right way. At the moment,
Yeah, I agree.
they're being forced with a lot of stuff in a 5-year period when they go to senior school, or 4 years. They're being forced with too much. You know what I mean? Americans' kids go to school longer than our kids.
This is why I am teaching my kids. Obviously, I can't teach my youngest daughter, but I'm teaching my kids at home the rights. They should go out there and they should use rights like my son. He used his rights today in school. But yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. Because you always question, well, where else is he going to learn it?
Yeah, certainly.
Exactly.
My mum's good, thank you, Jackie. Thank you very much for asking. She's good, although she does have a bit of trouble with pooing sometimes, so she just had a senna tonight. So there's going to be some stinky shits tomorrow in our house, honestly.
Okay,
but anyway.
But yeah, this feed does need sharing, guys. It needs sharing. Let's get these numbers up.
Gemma's just said they have to be in education till
Till
18. I think they do, don't they? Because they have what that Tembi went to. She went to that the college between 16 and 18. But it's good. It should be more though. That we should be keeping kids, I think, in school a bit longer, giving them more kind of practical things to do instead of just like learning them and throwing them out in the world. I would have any kid doing a job, me, when they're 15. Where any kid that's 15 to go and do a particular job. That's what I'd do. Not just stay in thing and learn, then try and go. I'd get them doing what do they call it now, on hand stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of issues. But Adam, honestly, thank you for letting me on. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to coming on your podcast whenever that is. So
definitely. Yeah. Well, what I'll do, I'll try and get my mate Stephen Kahn on as well, and you can hear what he has to say. And like I said, he's fighting for his children. There's a lot of things involved. He was heavy drinking and stuff like that, but he's gone on a program. He's and the last thing he's kept to it. He's quit drinking. He's not smoking, and he's pushing to get his kids back. And I've talked to Stephen a couple of times, and you'd like him. You would.
Yeah.
But yeah, well done, honestly. Keep up the work, representing yourself and stuff like that.
I plan to. Right, Melissa. My son was physically assaulted by Korea, and they're trying to brush it under the carpet. Do I have a right? Do any of you? Yes, of course you do. If your child has not been adopted out, yes, you've got the right. You have rights.
That's mad that we're in mass all the time, that, Fiona. I can't believe that.
Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that.
No, it's just mad because a lot of kids have breathing difficulties when they're young. The lungs are still like freshly developed, and the mask, straight away, the mask for kids is just a no-no. It's just a no-no.
See, just yesterday, Paul, just yesterday, I was speaking to a taxi driver, and he literally had all gloves, the face mask, the lot. And he basically was talking to me because he overheard me over the phone. So I was talking to my mate about all these vaccines that are coming in and COVID and all that. And I was basically saying, you do know it's actually increasing your chance of getting mental health because at the end of the day, we're breathing out in oxygen, and we're breathing out carbon monoxide. But because the mask is there, that's actually blocking that exit, and you're pumping it back into yourself, and you're damaging yourself. Right, you're damaging yourself. So he took it off.
Right, listen, I'm going to let you go. Thank you, Adam, again. Thank you, honestly, everyone.
You're
Look at
welcome.
Adam's website, please. And hopefully we'll be supporting him with some kind of action if he wants to do something. Like I said, we're pretty local to Bolton. Like I said, Rita lives there, so we can get round and we can do stuff. And I'm in Bolton a lot, so yeah. Excellent stuff. And keep it up at the courts, and let us know when you've got dates in court and stuff like that, because public should be able to come in. I might be able to go in and take some notes on the case or something like that.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Now, yeah, obviously, it's been brilliant having you on, John. You're awesome. And let's keep up this fight.
That certainly will. All right, thank you, Adam, pal. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And there you go. Now, Joe, are you wanting to come back on? If you was equity. I know I did pin John's thing. John's link. So anyway, yeah, that's how it is. It's all about uniting, guys. I do have a group on Facebook which I urge you all to join. It's Families versus the System. I'll say that again. Families versus the System. And yes, I do have a website. If anyone wants any support, I am qualified. Any support with their mental health challenges, that's www.mentalhealthwarrior.co.uk. And you are more than welcome to come on, Joe. And yeah, I'm open to helping as much as I can. Obviously, like I said, I've experience with it all. Please all share the hell out of this feed. We've just had a brilliant John Lawrence on. Frank, I have just accepted your friend request. And Joe, I've just approved you to come back on. Together we celebrate.
Hello.
Hello again.
You all right?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
So go on, talk to us about the veterans.
Well, we've set up a camp for the veterans with PTSD, and it's going absolutely amazingly. We set it up because obviously the government aren't helping the vets at all. In fact, what they're doing is destroying the vets by bringing all these illegal immigrants in and putting them into these camps. And I saw a post the other day that in Penn Alley, they've mended all the push bikes in Penn Alley and given them to the illegal immigrants. So not only do our veterans not have anywhere to live or a safe house to go to, these immigrants now have bikes. So when they go and commit their crimes, which we all know they do, they've now got getaway bikes.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh, it drives me insane. Honest to God. I could have a right rant.
Go ahead.
No, it's cool. This mental health thing, though, that this is what they're doing to our vets by bringing in these immigrants, putting them into our camps. They're bringing our vets down lower and lower. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my phone balanced. And I've got Dougal, who's our new therapy dog. I'll show you him. He's jumping up at me. Hang on. Come on, Dougal. Right, so here's Dougal.
Oh.
Little cocker puppy. He's absolutely full of life. There he is. So we've got loads of down here. We've got horses and we've got dogs, and we do therapy with the horses. We do therapy with the dogs. This is our new recruit, who's absolutely full of it. Wants to eat me alive.
Can see.
And honest to God, seeing the vets that come down here when they throw a ball for the dog and the dog brings it back, they spend hours with the dogs, which is absolutely brilliant. Right, Dougal, I'm going to put you down. I'm just going to put him down because he's struggling. He needs to go and chew one of my shoes, I'm sure. Yeah, so we do horse therapy down here. We had a lad down here the other day who was basically suicidal. And he said to me, I'd love to go and ride a horse. I said, well, have you ridden before? He said, yeah, I used to ride years ago. I said, right, well, come on then. So we chucked him on a horse. He went round the village, came back, and before he'd gone out on this horse, he couldn't have any eye contact. He was embarrassed about talking, and like there was no interaction between us really. But as soon as he'd been on this horse, he came back and he told me all about being on this horse, and it was just like a really, really good experience for him. So that's basically what we're doing here.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
We love it. We love it. All the vets that we've got in, I cook for them every night. All our vets that we have here are classed as our family. And there was one the other day, he said to me, he's been here about 4 weeks now. He said, after the first week, I halved my antidepressants. I said, well, that's great. And then he said, and after the second week, I quartered them. Well, that's great too. And then he said, now after 4 weeks, I don't even need my antidepressants. He said, I get up in the morning, I wake up, I see the view, I've got all the animals around me. You're part of my family now. He said, I don't even take my antidepressants, which I know it's not going to work for everyone, but it's working for him.
Brilliant. I remember growing up, I was in and out of hospital every 6 months due to being addicted to medication. I've now gone 3 years without medication.
Yeah, well, this is the problem. That when you go to the doctor tells you to take medication. So you take the medication because you're programmed that doctor is telling you the truth. Okay, so you need that medication, so you take it. Okay, well, I'm completely against medication, personally. I don't take any medication. Now, I do believe that because you're programmed to take it, you believe you have to take it. But if you can unprogram yourself and work out what's around you and what is good around you, then you realise actually you may not need that. And when we've got the vets here, they have like a brotherhood. Okay, so they all talk to each other. They tell each other the stories. I mean, some of them have been at war and they've killed people, and they can't get over the fact that they've killed people. But they were sent to war, so they had to do it. And when they talk to each other, it becomes a brotherhood. And they laugh and they cry and they do all sorts together. And then when they leave here, they stay in contact with each other. So if one of them has a bad day, they ring the other one up, and they go, "Oh, I'm having a bad day." But this is what we've created, basically a brotherhood. So when people leave here, they stay in contact with the people that they've met here, and they become friends outside of here as well. And then they arrange, right, well, let's go down to the camp and meet up again. Then they meet up again. So it's just like, it's like a vicious circle, but a really good circle, because they're meeting people, they're keeping in touch, they've got friends to speak to whenever they need to speak to them. They can always ring me, or they can always ring anyone on the camp. And also what we've got, another thing we do have to work on is when they leave here, they go on a downer, because they are now then not amongst friends. So one thing we're working on is like aftercare when you leave the camp. It's like an aftercare thing, but they've got each other that they can speak to, so that's one good thing. But yeah, so that's basically what we're about.
I want to come down.
I want to come down.
You're welcome.
I'm not
quite far from Bristol.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I'm in Blackburn
the Darwin.
Never heard of
Up north.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few hours.
Yeah, sure.
But
so
I don't even know what to say,
because I've got so respect for you. I've only just met.
Oh, bless you. Well, we do this because we love our veterans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even keep up with these comments. They're all coming thick and fast.
I can't even see the comments.
I know, but yeah, you've got to keep up with work.
Yeah, we will do.
Yeah, we all do.
We're getting better. We have so many fantastic people on board. Honestly, we have people that just come down. I had a bloke today. I looked out the window, and he's weeding the. So we had a big mug heap, right, which we flattened out, and we got loads of poisoned ivy and stuff growing all over it. I don't know why, but it was growing all over it, and he's there weeding it today. So we just get people turn up. They don't even tell me they're coming. But I look out the window and I think, oh, there's somebody weeding that. And then we'll have a vegetable patch for the vets to grow their veg.
Yeah. Am I coming? Okay.
Sorry?
Am I coming across? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people say my sound's going.
No, it's a little bit, sorry, I've got Dougal. You can't see him, look. Hang on. He's chewing my blinking foot. And his teeth are so, because he's at that age, his teeth are like pins. So I'm sat here like trying to get the puppy off my foot, trying to talk normally.
Yeah, but thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I know I'm sounding robotic. That's probably telling us down.
Oh, well, of course they will. Of course they will.
Yeah.
We've had that loads of times. I'm on my 5th account.
Yeah, well, I can't afford this account shut down. Because it's only to my business.
I have my account shut down either, which is why I keep my mouth shut most of the time now.
Yeah.
But why should we keep our mouth shut?
Oh, Jacquie Cook wants to come on.
Jacquie, send her out. She's brilliant.
Right. I'll bring her on.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming on.
No worries. Take care.
Yes.
Okay. Am I okay, guys?
Hello, Joe. It's me, the nutter.
Hello.
Where's Joe gone?
What? Where's Joe?
Where's Joe gone?
This is my life, Jacquie.
Yes, I know, but what, Jo was on here. Is she still here?
No, I can only bring on one person at a time.
Oh, right, okay. Well, I just wanted to say I've been to the camp 3 times now, and I'm not a veteran. And it's absolutely fantastic. You go there as a stranger, but you come away as family. Jo and Dion and their girls are absolutely brilliant. They make you feel completely at home, make you feel at ease. Nothing is too much for them at all.
Brilliant.
And of an evening when you're sat round like the campfire bit, they come along. Hi, Big John. Big John can account for this. They come and sit with us as well, and they join in the conversation. We have a great laugh with them. Dion is up for anything.
Correct.
And they're just fantastic people. And if anybody has got anything that they can donate, Jo and Dion would be so grateful for it.
Yeah.
Especially building materials, like wood, electrical wire, electric sockets, insulation, everything, even down to a plug. It would go a great help. And the dancing and singing, yes, that's right, John. The last time we was all there, which is our group, which was John Lawrence, Katie Jane Swallow, Kenton, the Blair twins and their girlfriends, I set the guys up to do a dance, and it's called, you can look out for it on YouTube, it's Man Dancing in Orange Shorts, and it's a black guy, and he's got yellow orange shorts on and brown boots, and the dance he does is so hilarious that the Blair brothers done it, as well as Big John, and there was a couple of others as well. But it was brilliant. We had an absolutely fantastic weekend that weekend. And the same with anybody, no matter who they are. When you go there, it's just amazing. If you carry the shoulders on the world, you've got the world on your shoulders where you're so uptight, so angry, or you feel so depressed and low. The moment you walk through that gate and walk down that yard and get into the camp area itself, it's like it's gone.
Wow.
It's just lifted, and you feel so relieved, and you've probably not even spoken to anybody at that time, but it's just the atmosphere you pick up when you get there is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And they're after bunk beds, the mattresses, because they want to open the bunkhouse that's being built right now. 3/4 of it, I think, is finished, but they need the beds.
Yeah.
And it's all being done by the veterans themselves. So every veteran that's gone down there has lended a helping hand in doing the building of it. And it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If nobody hasn't joined their page, then join the page on Facebook. It's Camp for PTSD Sufferers, which is run by Jo and Dion.
Yeah, can someone put this in the comments so I can pin it?
Yeah.
I will.
Probably if Big John's still listening, or Jo herself, one of them two will do it. I think Fiona's still here, and so is Sean as well. They post comments about the camp and everything that goes on. But it's brilliant. If you ever do get the opportunity to go down there, you really won't want to come home, because that's how it gets you. I don't want to come home when I go there. And as I say, I'm not a veteran. I'm just Civvy Street, me. But I got involved with it thanks to the Blair brothers and Kenton Renshaw, because I was introduced to all of those. And I went for the first time knowing no one. I'd spoken to people on the internet, on things like this,
Yeah.
but never actually met anyone. So I went there not knowing anybody at all. But within minutes of arriving there, it was just that family gathering that you just welcomed into it. And you just joined in, and it's like you've known each other years. Years and years and years, yet you've only met about an hour beforehand. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant, you know. And as I said, Joe and Dion are the best people there are to run it, because they're not selfish, they're not greedy, they're not out for what they can get. Joe is all above board. She keeps every single receipt for every single penny that she spends out. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, the more people that give means the more people that can get there to get it done and to enjoy that familyhood.
Fantastic.
No.
Well, this video is going to end up on my YouTube channel anyway, which
Brilliant.
I urge everyone to go and subscribe to.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, all you need to do is search my name and videos will come up. I've done, I think, about 67, 68 videos.
Wow. Superb. Superb.
Yeah,
Well,
all to do with mental health.
now then, because I just wanted to, you know, just jump on quickly and just say that how lovely the camp is and how wonderful
Brilliant.
Joe, Dion and their girls are.
Yeah, thanks
They
for that.
really
And by
are.
the way, how rude of me. Nice to meet you, Jackie.
Yes, and you too, Adam. Yes, it was nice to meet you. Sorry our gate crashed, so he goes so quickly.
It's all right. It's all right. We're all family here.
Good, good.
All right.
All right then, darling. Take care and I'll speak to you soon.
Speak soon. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. How the hell do I get out of it now?
It's all right. I'll do it for you.
Thank you.
There you go. Now, anyway, and on that note, I am going to end this broadcast. It's been an absolute privilege and honour to bring those three guests on tonight. And again, I urge you all to please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Adam Shelton. That's all you need to put in YouTube. Again, I've done over 60 videos. I think it's like 67, 68 videos. If you've got mental health challenges or you know someone you've got mental health challenges, please don't hesitate to PM me on Facebook, and I will gladly guide you to my website, which is www.mentalhealthwarrior.co.uk. And yes, absolutely. And everyone that's added me as a friend, I'm going to invite you to my Facebook page, which is the Mental Health Warriors. It's a page. Please like that. Please put a review on that about how I'm coming across and stuff like that. And please, let's all connect. Let's all connect and let's bring change, not just to the world of mental health, but to finally give our kids a voice they deserve, because they're human beings just like us. The government and the system, to them, we're all robots and slaves. We're not. We're humans. So it's about time we start standing like them. Not animals that are attacking each other left, right, and centre. And let's do this. I do have, when it comes to social services or even the system, I've got a group also called Families versus the System. I urge you to go and join that as well. And on that note, I'm going to end this. Bye for now. Love you all. And please share the hell out of this video. Yeah? Let's all share. Share this feed to any group you are in. I know Facebook only allowed you to do up to 10, but let's get this feed heard. Yeah? Let's get this feed heard. Let's get promoting that camp, which Joe was talking about, and any others. And yes, you're awesome. You're awesome, each and every one of you. Not just my guests, but everyone. Please share, and I will catch you all tomorrow, because I'm going to be coming live again tomorrow. So, cheerio.